Well, Washington's political divide was on full display at some points during the speech. Many Democrats didn't attend the protest. Others were in the audience but drew criticism from the president when they didn't stand to join Republican applause.
You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
OK, we're joined by Christian Ramos, who is a Democratic strategist. He also runs his own consulting firm, Autonomy Strategies. He joins us now live from Washington, D.C. So let me first ask you about what we saw there from the Democrats. We saw many of them not turn up to the actual address. Others taking part in protests outside, many not clapping. What does this achieve? Is this political theatre, or does this actually achieve something more?
Listen, the reality of the moment here is Trump's speech was sad and emblematic of the real state of the union under his administration. Rising costs for voters because of his illegal tariffs, chaos in our immigration enforcement, with ICE shooting American citizens and threatening to show up at the polls during elections, and corrupt. His administration is helping its corporate friends and Trump family members make billions on the back of hardworking Americans. Democrats made a choice, right? Some of them decided that they wanted to be respectful and just not show up for what was a rambling, incoherent hour plus of lies. And other people felt that they needed to make their voices heard in the chamber through silent protest. I think at this moment, what either and both are appropriate.
In his speech, the president talked about how he is tackling healthcare, housing, energy costs. Clearly is aware of what the polls are saying on affordability and how people view the affordability issue. Do you think he managed to connect with families who feel squeezed every month?
Absolutely not. This speech was incredibly tone deaf. As a brand new CBS News poll shows some pretty disastrous numbers for Trump, 53% believe the country is worse off than a year ago, 57% say Trump's economy is bad, and 54% disapprove of his economic policies. What he did tonight was again, borderline incoherent. You didn't actually hear any solutions to the housing crisis, and his policies on health care. Let's not forget the big, ugly bill. It took away health care from millions of Americans who are feeling the crunch right now of higher costs. His speech today offered no actual solutions or plans to help those folks, and he offered no legislation for Congress to actually enact to solve these problems for the American people.
I want to talk a bit about immigration because he struck a tough tone on immigration, which is not surprising. This is a strength for the Republicans. But we also saw him again attack the Somali community in Minnesota. We saw Democrats Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, both shouting at Trump from their seats, but pretty much being drowned out by the Republicans who were there. What did you make of that entire episode?
Only Republicans could take an issue that used to be 70-20 for them and turn around and make it a 20-70 issue against them. Trump's immigration policies are wildly unpopular. And what we saw tonight was more of the same. Again, this guy is doubling, tripling down on issues like immigration, presenting policies that are wildly out of step with the country and what they're looking for right now.
I mean, you're right. Polling suggests that Hispanic voters who previously voted for Trump are uneasy about his policies on immigration. I guess the question is, how do Democrats then capitalize on this?
Look, I think right now, Trump has taken an issue like immigration, and he's actually made it an issue about democracy now, with threatening to send ICE to the polls in America. Again, that is wildly unpopular. Right now, we are having a fight with Republicans about reining in ICE, a dangerous, out of control agency that has literally shot 2 American citizens, killed them in Minnesota. We have to rein them in, and we're having a big fight about that right now. Democrats can hold the line and they can rein in that administration, and then they have to go on offense. They have to provide solutions to a broken immigration system that has been broken even further by this out of control administration. Passing comprehensive immigration reform would be a smart move for both parties in Congress at this time.
He also focused on issues that would rally his Republican base. We saw him repeatedly attack Democrats, as we've just been discussing. Do you think this is a little short-sighted, particularly when it comes to winning over independents, which polls show he has lost support with?
I'm glad you said it. I think he's at an all-time low for both of his administrations, both of his presidencies with independents. It is not just short-sighted there, but just short-sighted for the country. Look, the economy is weakening, right? As the president mentioned, GDP has dropped by 2 percentage points since he's come into office. We need more immigrants. We need folks to come into this country who want to contribute and help grow our economy. It's not just short-sighted politically, it's short-sighted for the future of our country and our economy.
On foreign policy, we didn't hear very much, but when it comes to Ukraine, the Middle East tensions elsewhere, we did see members of the Democrats stand up and applaud when describing the attack on Iran. How do Democrats challenge what he has achieved on this front without appearing weak?
What is his, okay, there's two questions I think every Democrat should be asking here. What is the basis for any attack in Iran? And then what is his plan? What is it that he actually hopes to achieve here? Because beyond the vague platitudes that he provided in this speech, he gave no real reason to go into another country and potentially start another war. He ran on ending wars tonight. I didn't hear anything that indicated he intended to end war. If anything, it sounded like he wanted to start a war with little pretense and even less unpacking of what he actually intends to achieve here.
Okay, many thanks for your analysis today. Christian Ramos, Democratic strategist, also running a consulting firm, Autonomy Strategies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.